Oh, you're muted. Hi, how are you? Always. Glowing? Glowing. Red? Oh, no. Actually, when I drink, I won't turn red. No, no. You will get red. I won't. So, how are you? You were rushing? Or were you outside? How was your week? For the work, social media posts? 5 minutes in Hanoi. Is it for like an education brochure? Oh, nice. Available online or in print? I purchase a copy. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Why do you have iriun.com? It shows up on your screen. Mm. The screen is nice. As in, your screen looks nice. Very clear. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I cannot see your screen. Did you share the screen? Yeah, I can't see. Yeah. Oh, so nice. This is very nice. But we didn't see. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. So this is in both Vietnamese and English? Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, this photo is so nice of the two langurs by the cliff. Mm-hmm. This is so nice also. I like the colors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. No, it's very well designed. It's clean. I think the thing that stood out for me that is very clean. It's not cluttered, it's not messy, and so it has a very clean feel to it. Mm-hmm. Font size? Oh, local status. Huh? Mm-hmm. This is very nice. Is there a legend for the different symbols somewhere? I wish I could use this as my book to read in the club. No, as in once it's published, I was thinking I could use it as a book to read, but too bad it's in Vietnamese. I can't. I can't. Mm. Oh, I will spend a long time. I'll just read carefully, read between the lines. Most of them. I would say most of them because if it's just the fiction, like the books of the animals that I showed you before, those were easy. Those I could finish. But other books which they were species, right? And then there's the English, there's the local language, highlighting a few animals. That one I didn't finish everything, but I glanced through most of the different texts.
You don't have any book to share today? Then
Sorry, I was busy with preparing for my big trip coming up tomorrow at
tomorrow.
5 a.m.
Oh, so I'll make it quick. Maybe we'll, end the session sooner than expected.
So I'm here to listen to your book.
Ah, it's quite interesting. I'm continuing to read the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venice, and I just figured out that the book is more interesting than I, conclude in last week that I told you about. The first five chapters is only for one thing, and he keeps that the author keeps explaining the opinion in as many aspects as possible, just to cover every cases of loving couples that he have been, psychologically curing. But now in the chapter 6, he presents something that I haven't thought before, that I think is so true to me. But before I get into chapter 6, and now I am currently at chapter 9, I want to share with you and everyone a fact that I have been reading this book to a friend of mine during every reading session in the past 2 weeks. So and my friend is a girl. So then when she hears this book, and she can tell me the chapter that she felt correct, because from the man perspective, I don't know what women are thinking. So this when the author explain the emotional process or emotional feature of both gender, I can only tell is true when it comes to men. And when she confirm, then I can sure this book is reliable. And yeah, chapter 6, I like it the most because it talk about men. Well, let me show you the title of chapter 6. Maybe I'll translate it a bit. Here. Chapter 6. Men are like rubber band.
Let me try to read. Đàn ông dùng nhựa soi để cao su.
Yeah. For someone who know you are foreigners, maybe they can understand you. But
Okay.
yeah, the very basic meaning of the phrase is men are like rubber band, and when do they stretch, and when do they contract? So in the relationship, when the rubber band is stressing, when men feel like only men can feel this rubber band, woman cannot. Woman wants the presence of her man every time beside her. She doesn't want him to leave or make her feel hurt or anything, or leave her, or make a distance from her. But men, we feel like when we close to someone, we love them, but then because we are from Mars, and we live because we want to give the world the solution to anything comes to us, and we are very logical, has a logical mind with lack of emotion. So when there's only one emotion happens to us, like love, then if we want to appreciate it, we have to exchange our love, our loved ones, to feel the love again. That's the part of the reason. The second is for us to do our role as a person from Mars. Like we work on something else. We just cannot focus on love. And if we stay we stay in touch with the woman all the time, then we will become grumpy, or maybe how do you say, It just doesn't care about love anymore. Like because we had too much, and this is quite true. When I was close to someone for a very long time, and it's just for emotional, it's just for loving purpose or maybe sharing emotion. It turned to be too much so quick compared to the girl, to the woman. Yeah. Can you understand me?
If you can explain again, that means if you stay together with someone only for love,
Yeah.
it became too much.
Yeah, but only we can feel it. Only we can feel it,
Only
not the woman. Yeah, woman only wants us beside them and express the love, affection, and care. But
you're talking about expressing, is it?
when we feel too much, because we are from Mars, like in the term of the book, that men must give solution and have a logical mind. We have to do it and do something. Yeah, we have to do it to fulfill our role as a person from Mars. So when we're close to our woman for too long, then we feel like we have to stress just to come back as strong and as as enthusiastic as before. But if it's like the how to say quy luật là gì nhỉ? Like just the way men are. Like it doesn't have a very very good definition of the process, but it's from our just all the men are that way. So we have to be stressed. So when we come back, we just as enthusiastic
Are you
as
saying
before.
that you need to be away for a while to
Yeah, that basically it. And yeah, when you're close to some, maybe you were, but this maybe not your case. Yeah, it doesn't cover everyone, but for my case, it's true that I have to exchange for some time just to come back and love my woman more. Like,
So you're saying that you need your alone time, your me time.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think this one, it might not really just be a man and woman thing. It might be a personality thing as well.
Yeah, but yes, but then when it comes to in maybe the large portion of the data collected, maybe just a very small differentiated between men and women, but men may be more more inclining to the exchange after a period of time with their woman. Yeah, not women. So this author, he's the like medical psychology practice. So he met many cases of couple. So maybe he and his wife has enough data to conclude this. And maybe it's not your case, but I feel like it's true for my case. So yeah, even everything went well, like the two people love each other so much and still love each other after a very long time, but now and then he has to get away from her for a bit. Yeah,
I think that's normal.
It's normal.
I feel that as in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
is that it is normal and that it will be important to communicate this to the partner, whether is it a man or woman.
Yes.
When you have that feeling of having the need to spend time only with yourself, it's important to communicate that to your partner, because if you just disappear or you just, suddenly not communicate as much, then your partner might be thinking is something wrong. So once you have that feeling, I feel that it's normal and that it's important to communicate so that the other person can understand. And then you can take some time off to spend time with yourself, do things by yourself, and then come back refresh and
So I think you are the same level experts as the author, because he recommend every couple to do the same, just communicate more and very detail on what you are feeling. So you have to know yourself to tell the partner. Or when it comes to the rubber band to stress, it just come naturally. So even you cannot recognize you are estranging from your partners. So then the problem happens. So I think basically the chapter 6 it just tells men to be more, aware of their rubber band
and talk about it.
And talk about it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, just from a personal point of view and also from stories shared by my friends who are females, oftentimes, because perhaps females share more about their emotions or more open about sharing,
yes, that's
that
also
they don't get the same kind from men.
yes.
So then, like when the guy disappears or become less communicative, it will make the partner feel, is there something wrong? So
yeah, so it's also your cases. Also the truth of your cases, like it happened, it just happened. There's nothing wrong with the relationship. It's just sometimes man has to get away just to come back and just like recharge.
But I also think that sometimes men don't communicate because they already assume or expect that the woman would make a fuss, or that the woman would not like it, so they decided to keep quiet about it.
Yeah, there's also chapter, I don't know where it lies in between chapter 7 to 9, but the author state that men are less patient than women. So even in the past, there are actually a resolve between two person, between men and women. But then in the future, he implies that the woman understand him, so he just estrange and get away and don't have to talk anything because it happened before. But the feeling of the woman is hurt. Yeah. So it's also a very, he recommend a long-term practice between men and women to make the communication, more closer, and I think it's good. I did that too. Like I resolved something in the past, and I assume the other person already know what I'm about to do when when times come. But then everything is like the loop. If we don't communicate well, everything feel like a loop. Every time is the same problem, and we have to resolve it over and over again, just a different context. And but this book tells us more. I know why that he keeps I keep explaining his point in many different situations, because it's like it's a never ending, because we have to respect each other. Like we cannot change of who we are. Men and women still have their own feature that others have to respect. And I think the chapters 8 and 9 also have the here and there describing about the loop and just a different context. Yeah, but chapter 6 is like enlightenment for me. And I feel like there's something in me that I have can never explain before, but now it's clear to me that there's some action of mine cause the others to feel bad because
Insecure.
insecure. Yeah, we all insecure in some way, like men, even with his logical mind. But when the woman tells him what to do, or others, just other in general, tells him he did it wrong, or maybe this way is better, and he feel like insecure about his ability to solve problems as the person from Mars. So, yeah, we all insecure in some way, and we have to respect that. Yeah. So I think it's a very good book until chapter 9. I still have 4 more chapters, but I think it will end well for me for this book.
Nice.
And I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to know the pattern of men and women when it comes to relationship. So yeah, this is very good. I wonder why until 30 years old that I discover this book. Maybe when I discover earlier, I can improve my relationship. But yeah, we like I figure it out now, and it just like a cherry on top and makes my communication to the female more fluid, without hiccup anymore. Maybe, hopefully.
Really? Without hiccups? Wow. This book everybody should buy and read then.
Yeah.
Because I think this is a lifelong learning process.
Yes.
As much as we might have that knowledge.
Yeah. And sometime I will continue to reread the book at some point of my life, just to get myself together, not falling apart. Yeah, this one I feel like taught the reader to aware about itself, himself, herself, more than the partner, because if you can only change the situation when you know yourself. But it also talk in chapter 9 about if you know about the partner but you try to avoid the conflict and the problem persists and it getting worse, you're not yourself. And then when you are too tired to try, then you just give up and the relationship is just broken. And it's sad if you don't know yourself and adjust it for the partner. So yeah, you cannot avoid it, even though there's a story about a knight where he killed the dragon to save the princess 3 times.
1 second. Do you need to translate in Vietnamese?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm your secretary, so I will remind you.
Yes. Thank you, Andy. Tuần này thì mình đã đọc cái cuốn Đàn ông sao hỏa đàn bà sao kim đến 3 chương tiếp theo, 4 chương tiếp theo, nhưng mình đang đọc dở chương số 9. Thì mình đang tâm đắc với ở chương số 6, bởi vì nó nói lên một cái quy luật ở trong người đàn ông mà mình chưa bao giờ tự có thể nói ra, mà nó điều khiển rất là nhiều các cái hành vi của mình qua cái mối quan hệ của riêng mình thôi. Thì mình nhận ra là đàn ông cảm nhận về một cái sợi dây chun mà anh ta cần phải giãn ra khi ở trong mối quan hệ tình cảm. Và cái việc giãn ra đấy để cho đàn ông hiểu, gọi là cảm nhận được rõ hơn cái tình yêu của mình. Bởi vì nếu mà chỉ ở trong tình yêu mà không có một cái gì khác để so sánh thì đàn ông với cái trí óc logic của đàn ông sẽ cảm thấy rất là thiếu sót, và anh ta cần phải cảm nhận một cái gì khác để lấy đấy làm một cái so sánh với cả cái mối quan hệ mà anh ta đang có. Thế nên là nó không có một cái sự chấm dứt cho cái quy luật này. Sẽ là lâu lâu đàn ông sẽ phải giãn ra một chút. Đấy. Mặc dù là nó diễn ra cực kỳ tự nhiên, đôi khi chính anh ta cũng không biết được là mình đang giãn ra. Thế nhưng mà anh ta vẫn phải nắm được cái quy luật đấy trong mình để mà chia sẻ với người bạn đời, để tránh khỏi cái sự hiểu nhầm, cái sự cả nghĩ từ người kia, bởi vì người kia lại rất là dễ bị tổn thương bởi điều đó, và chúng ta cũng rất dễ bị tổn thương, chúng ta đàn ông ấy. Bởi vì đàn ông thì nếu mà theo quy luật của một người đến từ sao hỏa thì sẽ là suy nghĩ logic và sẽ rất là muốn đưa ra những cái phương án giải quyết cho mọi người, cho tất cả những vấn đề đến với anh ta. Thế thì khi mà anh ta bị góp ý về cái cách mà anh ta nên hành xử hay giải quyết như thế nào một vấn đề, với một vấn đề thì anh ta sẽ thấy bị tổn thương, và chúng ta đều dễ bị tổn thương, và đấy chỉ là một đơn cử thôi. Còn trong tình cảm thì ngoài cái việc mà đưa cho đàn ông lời khuyên ấy, thì còn nhiều nữa cơ. Nhưng mà các bạn cũng nên đọc cuốn này, bởi vì cuốn này thực ra nó không quá phức tạp, nhưng mà tác giả giải thích cái vấn đề đấy ở trên rất là nhiều khía cạnh, mình không nắm được hết. Đấy, thế nên là mình nghĩ là cuốn sách này rất bổ ích, và sẽ có lúc nào đấy mọi người và mình sẽ quay trở lại đọc cuốn này để giữ cho mình hiểu bản thân mình trong cái mối quan hệ với người bạn đời của mình. Thế còn chương đấy là chương 6. Còn có một cái như các bạn cũng đã để ý rồi, đấy là trong cái quá trình đọc cuốn sách này, thực ra là mình đọc cùng với một người bạn nữa, và bạn ấy là nữ. Thế nên là bạn ấy có thể xác nhận giúp mình là những cái điều mà tác giả nói về nữ có đúng hay không. Bởi vì những cái điều mà tác giả nói về nam giới thì mình có thể khẳng định là về cơ bản là 100% đúng. Còn với bạn nữ kia thì bạn ấy cũng nói là 90-100% đấy. Thế thì cuốn này rất là có giá trị đấy. Còn giá trị với bạn như thế nào thì có lẽ là mỗi người phải đọc để tự cảm nhận. Còn tác giả cũng đã nói trong lời nói đầu rồi, cuốn này không phải dành cho tất cả mọi người. Và có thể bạn là đàn ông nhưng bạn lại cảm thấy khi mà cái cuốn sách mô tả về phụ nữ thì bạn lại thấy giống mình hơn, thì điều ấy không sao cả. Đấy, miễn là bạn hiểu bản thân mình như thế nào để thay đổi hoặc là điều chỉnh hoặc là thể hiện nó một cách rõ ràng nhất cho người bạn đời của mình. Đấy, còn mọi người không cần phải uốn mình theo người bạn đời. Nếu không thì mọi người sẽ không phải là mình, và cái mối quan hệ đấy sẽ dần đi đến rạn nứt. Đấy là ý nghĩa của cái chương mình đã đọc. Và với cái nhận định của mình vào tuần trước ấy, thì là cái cuốn sách này nó như kiểu một cái dạng quảng cáo. Nghĩa là nó nói một vấn đề nhưng lặp đi lặp lại. Nó mô tả các cái khía cạnh đầy đủ đến mức mà ta đọc cuốn này ta không phải nghĩ. Nhưng mà đến khi thực sự nghĩ về nó và đọc nhiều hơn về cuốn sách này càng về sau ấy, thì mình mới thấy là nó không chỉ là cái mục đích là quảng cáo, mà còn là khiến cho tất cả những người đọc cái cuốn này cảm thấy có mình trong đó là một. Thứ hai là ông ấy mô tả rất là kỹ đấy. Bởi vì nếu mà không mô tả kỹ thì chúng ta sẽ không thể thể hiện những cái quy luật ở trong người sao hỏa và người sao kim cho cái giới, cho cái người đến từ hành tinh còn lại. Ok, có lẽ là mình sẽ có một cái thời gian đọc cái cuốn sách này, những cái chương cuối sau ấy sẽ rất là thoải mái và thú vị, bởi vì mình biết chắc là mình sẽ hiểu bản thân mình hơn. Quá nửa quyển rồi, và mình khẳng định là cuốn này rất có giá trị. Đấy. Rất tiếc là mình đã không gặp cái cuốn này sớm hơn thôi. Nếu không thì cái mối quan hệ của mình, mọi mối quan hệ của mình không, có lẽ là với người khác giới nói chung, thì nó sẽ được cải thiện tốt. Đó. Ok, I'm done sharing in Vietnamese. Do you have any comments on the thing I share? Because I think I shared enough.
On the Vietnamese language, I don't understand. But on the English part, yes, it was very entertaining.
Entertaining? Just
It is entertaining because, always when it comes to relationships, it's interesting to talk about it because even though you're talking about individuals, right, with, their encounters, their stories can be very different, but yet at the same time, it's so similar. All the problems they face, all the good things that happen, it's so interesting. It's like so different yet so similar. So I think it's entertaining.
That's
In a good way. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Yeah. That's the good way to put it. I also find it interesting, and that's the main the main feeling of me right now, that I feel about this book. Interesting, entertaining and interesting. And I can't wait to finish this book. I wonder what the subsequent chapters gave me. Maybe more information, maybe the realization, or just maybe something that I haven't I couldn't explain in the past, but now I know about myself more. Wow, that's a very interesting book. And in a long time, I haven't read any book that feel this kind of interesting. Maybe
because it relates to you very much. It relates to the person.
Everyone who comes to the author, John Gray, to talk about their problems in their relationship, also find the book is very close to them. So I don't think that's only me who's feeling the same way, but maybe millions of people feeling the same way. This is a bestseller for a very long time. I don't know where I read it, but yeah. But it is in the book. So where are you going next week?
Tomorrow, you mean?
Yeah, maybe just a few more.
I'm leaving in 5.5 hours. I'm gonna 5.5. Okay, so I am going to Malaysia.
Are you?
I'm going to
Yeah.
Taman Nagara, which is the national park in Malaysia, to look for monkeys and also tapirs. So, tapirs. That will be interesting for me. For 4 days, and then I'll move to another part of Malaysia. This time in Borneo. So I think last week when I mentioned the book about the sun bears, it's found in Borneo, this really large island in Asia. So in that part of Malaysia, there is a conference. So the conference is all about monkey people coming together to talk about monkeys. So I'll be one of them. So I have a presentation, which I haven't finished preparing yet. Yay! And then after that, it's a personal trip. So I'll go monkey watching. I'll go to different national parks to see.
But will there be in Malaysia as well?
Mostly Malaysia, but then I'm also going to Brunei. Brunei is another country in Borneo.
I heard about Brunei many times, but I don't know how interesting it is. Maybe you can share it with me and inspire me to go there after the trip.
Yeah. It's only 2 hours from Singapore.
And do you need a passport, a visa for Borneo?
I think no, but you might need to check.
Yeah.
I know I do not need, but I'm not sure how is it for other countries.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm excited because I've never been to Borneo, even though it's so close to Singapore.
Is the national park you mentioned in Malaysia the only national park
There are
No.
many national parks in Malaysia. Many.
So
There are different wildlife that we can see there. And then hopefully let's get some nice photos. We can do some outreach about those primates and wildlife.
you return from those islands in
Mentawai.
Mentawai 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. I don't remember.
I think last weekend.
Yeah.
2 weekend.
2 weekends. But I have seen many pictures from you posting on Facebook, so I hope that I can see more. In the future trips. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
If I see the monkeys, I will post.
Yeah. So I think I'll let you sleep now, and you can say farewell to everyone on our club.
So you're staying on the line?
No, I am out of thing to share. So I think I will also turn off, and it's 10:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost 10.
So bye and
Bye.
have a good rest. Good rest of the week. All the best for your catalog.
Yes, thank you. It will print, but it will be in the process of issuing maybe for two months until it can be print to copies. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm doing many communication material in the next 2 weeks. I can see the tasks, falling on me.
Literally falling from the sky onto you.
Yes, literally.
Speaking of Vietnam, actually, today I had a meeting with my good friend. She also volunteers with me at the Jane Goodall Institute in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
For her full-time work, she is working in the tourism line. So hotels and everything. She provides trainings to hotels staff. And so she tells me that for the next 6 months, she will be going to Vietnam. So every 3 weeks that she's there, she will come back to Singapore 1 week. So 6 months in Vietnam across different cities like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, and all. And so it's exciting. And I said I have many friends in Vietnam. So if she happens to come to Hanoi,
you let me know because we also have sustainable tourism that we are conducting in our center, and I maybe want to talk to her about it. And is she Vietnamese or Singaporean?
She's Singaporean.
Okay.
Singaporean Indian.
Nice, very nice of her.
Yes, she's into sustainability because we are volunteering for wildlife, environment, and people. And so she's also training the staff in hotel about sustainability, about management. So I think it'll be a good collaboration.
Yes.
I'll let you know.
I'm interesting.
Her name is Tanya.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice name. I heard someone with that name before, but I have really talked to her in the past.
That's very random.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Oh, what's that noise? It's from the cat?
No, I have a bird.
You raise one?
Because my dad's friends, they have birds, but they abandon the birds because they are leaving Singapore. So they're leaving the country. The birds, they give it to my dad to help take care. And so there's this love bird, a small, very noisy bird that is right here. So I let the bird come out from the cage because I don't like to keep them in cages. So she's now like walking around, making noise, and she bullies my cat.
So that's strange.
So funny.
If I ever let any bird in the house, that my cat will eliminate him immediately. Like I remember when I found a small bird in the garden, then I want to feed him with water, and then when I hold him onto my hand and I pour water in his beak, and then suddenly the cat come and
Oh,
snatch it from my hand, and that bird is gone.
oh, killed
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, just in a second, like.
but only kill, right? Didn't eat, right?
Yeah,
Just
only kill and present to me like the reward, like the trophy, something, like a accomplishment.
yeah. Oh well. So I have two cats. So one of the cats, it's okay to push the bird away, but the other cat is being bullied by the bird. Anyway, you will see the video.
Okay, thank you. And
All right.
all
I'm off
right,
to bed. Oh,
yeah,晚安,
one an, chúc
晚
ngủ
an.
ngon, everybody.
Yeah, chúc ngủ
Have a
ngon.
good rest of the week coming up.
Yes. Rồi, chúc mọi người ngủ ngon. Hẹn gặp lại mọi người mỗi ngày vào 9 rưỡi. Yeah, see you maybe next week, maybe.
In the forest.
Yeah, if you have signal. Yeah.
Okay, I'll join
Okay.
your call.
Okay. See you.